Hello, this is Good Digestion with another game of Galaxy and another collaboration video. Today we're here with Fireoak. Welcome.
Hey, thank you. Glad to be here.
Yeah, it's so if you don't know Fireoak, he's a regular in Yuckmouth stream. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. I've been playing or yes, I was going to say playing Story of a Brawl, which I did do for quite a long time, which is when I kind of started getting into the broader gaming group of this game, or Million Dreams and the design group. So I'm active in Yuckmouth's channel for his daily streams. I'm one of his mods, but I've also been playing Once Upon a Galaxy since kind of the late beta time frame from it. So you'll probably see me in higher MMR lobbies for a while. Usually ending up in the 30 to 50 range, so I play quite a bit. But I'm not the most active in a lot of the Discord channels, so that's me.
All right. Yeah. Well, let's just jump into a game. All right. So, what do you think about what do you think about this Iron Monkey? Oh, oops.
Oh, it's gone. I've really enjoyed Iron Monkey. I think they hit pretty well on the design for it. It can do a lot of powerful things. It can also trip on its own tails and just fall flat on its face pretty actively. But I think they hit on the mixture of kind of fun, but also can do some pretty broken things.
Yeah, I've seen well, I haven't played a lot of games with him. I have like almost no collection, which I guess I probably wouldn't want to play him anyways until I have a few more cards. But yeah, the fact that it's like an Artemis that also like gives you some gameplay in the first half of the game, I think is pretty interesting.
Yeah, it feels a lot like Idiary to me, where it's less consistent in what you get, but at the same time you have that pacing of every other turn, something interesting is happening, and you kind of have to make the most of what you get from it. Ooh, Ammit.
All right, yeah. So
Have you played much of Ammit?
yeah, I think I have like one game, but I got really excited about like maybe doing Weird Beard stuff, so
Sure.
I just went for it. So right now I kind of have like this like I mean this is mostly the stock list, but I've got like a little spell fame. That being said, I also just bought this Pisces, so not really sure if this fits. I mean, it seems like it should fit, but I don't know where it would go. I guess probably over. Nah, I mean, we need some good hunters, though, right? Maybe over Jelly Roger. I hate cutting Jelly Roger though, because it's surprisingly important in decks like this, right?
It smooths a lot of setups out, especially like if we're trying to get some of these legendaries to actually hunt.
Yeah.
Which I think the snake really important if that actually gets going. Same thing with Blackbeard. I'm not super sure about Calypso here. Like it is when we cast spells, so it works well with the Nightshade, but at the same time, we're wanting to probably take recruit and hunt characters actively.
Yeah. And Nightshade, like,
So
if it's on, probably doesn't need the Calypso for, like, an extra 2. Like, Nightshade means your spells are busted.
exactly, like
Yeah.
if we have Nightshade, we're gonna hunt, and eventually that's gonna stack up. We'll get up to plus 6, plus 8 pretty quickly, and that by itself can often be enough to just win a game.
Okay.
I do like the Orion ad.
Yeah. Oh, Ryan is a card well, like, boons are much better than I originally expected. Like, they're very, very powerful. So, Orion is worth, like, trying to go for, I think. And I think Eros is necessary for hunts.
Yeah, it's Eros is a late game plan for this, especially if we run into something that's outscaled us. Orion is just by itself. Any of the boon engines can just be a game plan on their own currently.
All right. Any other, like, big misses or, like, cards that I should take out you're seeing? Don't have a huge collection.
Yeah, we're kind of making minor choices here. I do think we want the hunt characters that have higher attack just to get started with some of the recruits.
Yeah.
But I think it's fine as a starting point, right? We don't have a ton of this. This looks a lot like what my Emmett decks are. There aren't many cards, so we're just kind of playing and seeing where they go.
All right. Yeah. Let's just go then.
Well, I say that. I just saw Toady. I'm like,
Oh.
interesting.
Yeah, Toadie's an interesting idea. This is not a hero. Do you think you start Rose here, or do you just like take stats, or do you even do a quest?
I'm probably between Slappy and Rose here. I take Slappy a lot just for early game stabilization. But Nutty Pirates probably does about the same. Like I would probably take the Rose here.
All right.
If we go first, Nutty Pirates is gonna hunt, and getting a second Rose trigger going into turn 2 is that's a lot of stats.
Oh right. See, like it didn't
Yep.
even occur to me that I can like boost this again.
Yep.
Yikes! Right. That's what the deck does. Gotta remember that.
It is something I've noticed that this set is a lot more complex than I think a lot of the Candy Lore was. Just there's a lot of small interactions, small details that all kind of make interesting plays together.
Right. Here, I think I don't want to start Daughter. I think I'm gonna just go for this. There's like a lot of ways that this could become like a good fighter. I think so.
Yeah, absolutely, and it also buys more attacks, right?
Yeah.
Potentially down. If we get a second hunter for slots 1 and 2, having the extra summon can buy us an extra attack later.
Right, but unless we get like bounty contract, this thing can't hunt, right?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like the huntsman's axe. Okay. All right, that's a good start though. Okay, this is really, really good, right?
I'd say so, especially as it's going to buff the Rose. Oh man. Okay.
Now what though? Okay, I'm cutting this. I'm pretty sure. Well, this is has to play, but
yeah, because we probably want to take the Ember. Pyrat obviously is a secondary hunt, but the Ember can just stack up stats on this so quickly.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, I don't actually have 2 hunters to like trigger this slot. I would have to put the pirates here, which seems not smart. I don't know. I guess it's got to be just Ember, right? And then try and find a hunter next turn. So cut the Rose.
Yeah, I think it's Ember over Rose to make it more likely to re-trigger. Right. And at this point with the Ember, we want to kind of trigger both of these, I think.
Yeah, but I don't think we can yet. And I think I'd rather do Pan Shadow before the Ember. We're like strong enough that we're not going to lose the fight.
Yeah, I think this is pretty clearly the right setup there. Okay, yeah, Ember happened again. That's good. That's fine.
Wait, hold on. Did it happen again? How?
I think it's random which recruit it actually hits.
Oh, you're right. Wow.
Yeah, so it'll trigger them in sequence. It's just the sequence is random.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I did not know that. Man, that's kind of embarrassing. All right.
It's a complicated set, and this is a complicated captain. Right. So now we've got with this here we have 3 different recruits.
Right.
Any one of those could go off if we hunt. But
So
I
I'd
actually think
probably
it's fine.
take this off, I think, though, because like I want this one the least, and
Sure.
just take stats. I think.
Yeah. It's also not buffed by the Ember stats for a turn or 2.
Yeah. No. Ryan. Okay, that's extremely good find. I mean, I think we want that to hunt more. It's not gonna like survive. Well, it could now, maybe.
Yeah, depends on the stats, but we want that to just get stats.
And this is really good too. This is 3/3 right now. Also, this just has like some toughness bonuses, which is pretty good. There's so many good choices. Thoughts?
Yeah, I mean I probably just take the Orion to give it a slightly better chance to get the boon engine started.
Okay.
But to say like Nightshade's good. Like we have 2 recruits that we're fine triggering. Okay, we just get it again.
Yeah.
We get everything.
All right, let's. I guess it goes like this. No. You know, one thing too. I guess since it doesn't actually like work the way that I thought, like I can probably put my other hunter in. I could go like this. That probably makes more sense, right?
Yeah, there's a potential downside of that if the Orion triggers the Nightshade.
Oh, good point.
Then
Yeah.
by the time the Nutty Pirate attacks, there's a chance that it can't re-trigger it.
That's a good
but
point,
it's
yeah.
it's a minor detail. Like the odds are still pretty good that we set up for that.
All right, do we take this? I've never done this with like a hunt setup. It's always just been with
Always
bounty
bounty
contract. I mean,
Yeah,
this is
so it's
better, but
yeah, Boon of Fates is better, but the thing is, like with the like we have Blackbeard, we have Apophis, right? If we can get that to trigger with any hunt units,
yeah.
I think we're in like that. That will make the back end of this game a lot better, I think.
All right, more hunter. Okay, I guess it's decision time. Ember probably over Pan Shadow. You think?
I think so, right? We've hit that. We've triggered Pan Shadow a few times. I think, yeah. Especially because we don't really mind keeping Orion on board for a while.
Yeah.
So I think the Ember stats aren't necessarily a problem, and getting Nightshade to start going off will open up a lot of lines.
All right.
Well,
yeah, why not?
the embarrassment of riches.
I have gotten up to like 27 Heartseeker bows, but
Yeah, when I was going Infinite yesterday in a Medea game, I think I got up to about 104 before I just stopped.
yeah, it does. I really
So we
want
got
like a
yeah.
area of effect spell here. I think though I'm just gonna play this because I want to keep him surviving.
Yeah, if we just keep the value train rolling for a little while, I don't necessarily think that's a problem. Like Orion at this point, unlikely to win the game by itself, but like it has that kind of potential.
Yeah. Shing. Seems like we're not gonna get that many pirates. Like this is just better card in general, I think. Though I've never actually completed this boon before.
Yeah, I also don't know if we have a lot of treasures. If we can actually get that to go off, it's turn 8, so we'd have to see a lot of silvers, whereas Boon of Fortunes is really just asking, we're going to cast spells at some point with the Nightshade buffs, so that's really just asking that we golden a unit or find a treasure at some point.
Yeah,
which could just be
we're playing Weirdbeard, so we do really want to start goldening units.
Yeah, and it's also we'll get a treasure if the Orion hunts and survives again next turn. So
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
because the boons are treasures, so I think that probably puts it over the edge for me a little bit there.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe we can even get it here. I think just this is the highest upside. Huh. That is pretty tempting.
It is if we probably would cut the Nightshade for that.
Yeah, I think so.
Which I think is fine. We can always find it again later if we really need it.
But just a couple of these would be a really big deal, I think.
A couple turns, right? If we can just sit on a few hunts.
Okay. All right, here. I mean, we're gonna have like some extra economy from this. This could like potentially go.
It could. Boon of Fates. I think it's between that and Boon of Fates, right? Yeah. And Boon of Fates, we're at 3 hearts. The likelihood of that happening in the next turn or two is, I think, reasonable.
Yeah, I mean, our stats are not great.
We probably win one of the next 2 fights with the number of folks in the lobby. So it is probably the safer play, even though there's probably upside on Boon of Zhang.
All right, let's take the Fates, and then if we get to that point, we can.
We're Weirdbeard. I kind of like the extra shops. Is kind of where, you know, if this gets into that phase, I kind of want those shops to find Weirdbeard.
Yeah.
Just from a fun factor alone.
No. And I love being able to play Pirate Prince again. It makes me really happy.
Yeah. The card is fun.
Alright, none of these do anything for us. Somehow we haven't completed this yet. I might can do that. That's kind of dorky, but yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Just bank this one.
Pirates are good.
Okay, this is amazing. Arrows? No, we already have 6 Heartseeker bows. We don't need the arrows, do we? I mean, this is
Probably
kind of
not.
dumb though, but this is too good. Well,
And we are scaling with Treasure Hoard 2
yeah.
pretty actively on all of our pirates as is. And it's also a golden pirate for the weird potential.
Right. Villain, not villain. I think I like the chest here actually. I mean, if we get like a weird beard or like a black beard, we're already gonna be really big anyways.
Yeah, but I guess we have one villain currently on board. That is a lot of stats for a Blackbeard, but I think we're okay pending what size the other boards get into. And if they're bigger than us already, we might need exploding chests to find volume.
I mean, six treasures for like every like half heart lost is insane.
Yeah, it's like if we're ahead, we probably don't need the KO star.
Yeah.
And if we're behind, the double exploding chest probably does more for us.
Yeah, like I think this is just really good. Oh, and the luckier chest is gonna turn everything into secret rares, or 2 secret rares, I think. Yeah, awesome.
Sure.
Wow, all of our stuff is pirates. All right, this has got to go. I think I'm gonna just replace it with Jabberwocky. I don't care about this. I mean, this is like okay,
yeah,
I guess.
Jabberwocky's more, I guess.
This is actually
Okay, that is 11 plus 8 because that is a Fae.
Yeah.
So that does have buffs. As I'm realizing. But Jabberwocky is at least another recruit ability, so that will start to scale slightly.
All right, it's Crute and Hunt, so it can like trigger itself, I guess, huh?
I guess. I don't actually know.
All right, sure. All right, Excalibur is much better now that we have World Shrub. Okay, and
it's free shop.
This is okay because this thing hunts like quite a bit. The Goldilocks is kind of nice.
Yeah, it's either reroll shop, take Goldilocks, but taking units at this point is good if we're trying to hit Weirdbeard eventually.
Yeah. We don't have like a scepter, right? Okay, no. I'll take the Goldilocks. At least, you know, I like getting the silver one into play.
Yeah, and it's also a backdoor into a double
Right.
plan. If we end up needing that at some point.
Ooh, there we go.
Yep.
I guess we saw that Boon Willow, so I'm gonna buff this slot. And Boon Willow. Okay. Now what do you think? Should I cut the Goldilocks? I mean, I shouldn't, right? Not with a Boon Willow. I mean, it'd be that or like the Orion or Jabberwocky, I think.
The Jabberwocky's probably cuttable. Orion, I don't mind Orion because we still have 2.5 hearts. We might have a turn or two of boon value left.
Yeah.
We'll see.
With the Boon Willow too, it's got toughness, so.
Yeah, if it can hunt, it's going to survive, right? We're either surviving and we're going to get further ahead if we need the comeback mechanism, but it seems we are probably ahead to begin with.
Wait, we don't have 300s anymore. No.
Oops.
Alright, well, I'm still gonna take it. We'll figure something out.
Yeah, Boon and Moonsong might have been fine there with World Shrub.
Oh, good point.
Slow.
Yeah, I didn't think of that.
It's slow to activate with that, but at the same time, we have 3 hearts. We've got time.
Let's position like this. Oh, well, hold on. I guess I want to keep that in the back. I just don't want my Pirate Prince to be sniped before. And this is going to be problematic in the future with this arrows.
Could be, but I guess they'd have to have triggered it whenever in their lobby.
Yeah.
I guess. I imagine that doesn't work. I imagine they don't just become arrows in this lobby.
Alright. This one I think is a pretty easy Boon of Fortunes. I just want to see shops.
Agreed.
Could play this Jabberwocky and complete the Boon of Artemis, just for fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's fine. Take the Goldilocks off for just a second.
Yeah. It's also a lot of stats at this point. So the Goldilocks will either come back, or we may not need the double value significantly here.
Yeah,
with
but
the
like
Boon
this guy
Bow
also
All.
has like Treasure Hoard 7. All right, we got it back immediately. Awesome.
Just keep getting everything back that we want.
All right, sure. Now we have 3 hunters again, so we don't have to do that.
Okay, they did become Aries.
Yeah, but it looks like it's too late. Well, the goodie bag is going to do a ton of damage, but we've got a lot of toughness. And as long as they don't have like a parting gift, there's nothing
we
there,
have so much more stats than they do. And the fact that they've only got 1 heart here is a good game.
All right, yeah, that was great. Really glad you reminded me that my captain has an ability, and also like that I've been playing it wrong entirely the entire time. All right.
It's a complex one.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess you just like, because we've had Huntsman's Axe, I just internalized it so much that I don't know. I just didn't like read more than like the first 2/3 of it. All right. That was a pretty good game. Thank you all for watching. I will catch you next time. Goodbye. Do you want to say goodbye, Fireoak?
Goodbye.
All right.